Okay, remember, when we walk in here, we want it to be 71 or 72 degrees. Okay, it feels cold actually. It feels very cool. 71, 72. Oh! Whoa! It's 69. If I remember what this means correctly, it means that the compressor still works. So all the other smaller parts that we have replaced over the past couple days are doing its job. Okay, I feel like this is a win. I also am wondering, because obviously we had the inspection done, one. I wish I would have gotten a second opinion on the inspection, but also, would it have been more helpful and more beneficial if we had tradesmen come into the house before we bought it? Would that have counted towards like lowering the price? You know, like obviously the inspection caught the roof and caught the furnace, so we were able to get like credits and a lower price because of the inspection. But if we had brought Jonathan, the AC guy, to check out the AC before we bought it, and he said this is the problem, would that have counted as like a reliable source to get credit and money off too? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, is the inspector like the only person who can do that, or can like a tradesperson do that as well in order to get money off the house? All I have to say is this is the benefit of having tradespeople that you know and trust. In the first month, we have an AC guy, we have plumbers who eventually we will have to change the plumbing to the entire house. That is something we did know that we had to do. And then we have a man who's kind of just the handyman that does everything. And a man is also a licensed electrician too. So I mean, I don't know, I think that covers everything, right? So I feel like the things that, you know, the things around the house that have been a problem has been forcing us to, you know, get like tradespeople and professionals, you know, try to meet them and, you know, find the best people that we trust for just like future things. So if anything, if there is a bright side to it, it's that.
Hi, I'm Lindsay. Welcome to Winter with Home. This video is everything a beginner needs to know about power drills. Now I'm going to explain to you the parts of a drill so that you know how to operate it.
Okay, so for the past 2 days we've been home and I've been super lazy. Yesterday I did not leave the couch, and I'm pretty sure I watched an entire season of Suits. I think I hurt my back sore from just laying down for too long yesterday, I think. I've been looking at these walls and in the living room, and they're just too white now. So I want to try and put these curtain rods up. This is the drill that I have. I've drilled things before, but they have always just been drilling furniture together, basically from like IKEA or wherever. So this is the first time I'm actually going to be drilling something into the wall. I went to Lowe's to see what they recommended, and I saw that they had Cobalt, I think it's called. And then I was thinking of DeWalt, because I saw that that's the drill that Megan Batoon uses. I'm pretty sure I saw in her Instagram story. So I'm like, well, if it's good enough for Megan Batoon, it's good enough for me. But that one was expensive. And the guy at Lowe's says like DeWalt's like really good, and you probably should get it if you think you're gonna do like, I don't know, actual DIY stuff. And I know you guys hope that I am going to do that, but I know my capabilities, okay? I'm just not going to do any intense DIYs. So he said the Craftsman is good enough for like what I need, which I told him I just want to put things up on walls. You can see where the previous owners put their curtain rods. And normally this would be something I would follow, but this is not good placement for the curtain rods in this room, because I don't know if you can tell, our ceilings are very small. I mean, they're livable and they're fine, but they're very short. And when you have short ceilings, you want to get it as close to, I guess, the ceiling as possible in order to kind of like elongate the room a little bit. We're trying to make the room appear taller than it actually is. So we're gonna go as close to the wall as humanly possible, or close to the ceiling. So they put theirs right there. I wanna put mine right up here.
3 to 6 inches outside the frame on each side. Follow your rod instructions and
Okay, so I got my drill bits. These were the only ones that were there. They go, I think they go through wood, metal, and PVC. We have this, which I forget what this is called already. So this is magnetic, so it just goes boop. There we go.
You don't want to look up a chart, or you don't have a chart handy, is the old school method. Basically, you take the screw and you hold the drill bit in front of the screw, you line it up, and you want the drill bit to be the same diameter of the screw, but not including the threads. So you want the threads to be able to show, but not the diameter of the screw when holding that drill bit in front of the screw.
Ooh, fun! 1/8 drill bit with this guy, and cool. All right, let's give it a shot. I dare you. Go, go. Yeah, that's what I thought. It is almost 5. I spent most of the day doing, just hanging the rods. I think this is a little taller than this one. So I don't really know what I did wrong, but I don't know. It's like, it definitely helps bringing in a little bit more color into this whole white situation. I should be getting a delivery tomorrow. I think it's, I bought a faux plant, so we'll see. But since it is raining, I just wanted to show y'all that we don't have any leaks. We haven't been able to put kind of the ceiling on top of it because we just can't afford it right now. So it's like this, but it is working. I injured myself here, and then I dropped the drill on my foot, so that's nice. But all in all, it feels better. It is pouring out there. And I'm actually gonna sell this. So if you're in Houston and are interested in my article sideboard, let me know in the comments, because eventually we're gonna sell it. I just don't have anything to put in its place at the moment, so. Hi, Mom.
Hi, honey, where are you?
I'm still in Texas. I leave tonight.
And is your air conditioning fixed?
Yeah, it's been solid, so I guess the Band-Aid is working.
Did you paint your kitchen yet?
Yeah, I know, I painted it a while ago. I just haven't painted the cabinets because I'm not sure what color I want to paint them yet. So I know I was giving Joanna Gaines shit for the shiplap in this house, but this is a Joanna Gaines Magnolia Target faux plant collab. We'll just leave it by the doggy beds for now, and I'm gonna finish packing for LA, but looks good, kinda. Okay, in a few hours, I'm heading to the airport, going back to LA to just get out, regroup, refresh. The rods, curtain rods haven't fallen down yet. I'm actually this was like the hardest thing that I've had to do, because the tricky thing is making sure everything is even. I made a list of things that we have left to do. Here's the master plan digital planner, by the way. And here's a sneak peek of the master plan undated daily planner. All right, so we need to paint the guest bedroom, which again, Amen is gonna do because there's the major holes that and electrical wiring he needs to fix. There are gaps in between the wall and the roof. I thought this would be fixed with the roofers, but it's like not actually a roofing issue, I guess. I'm not sure, but Amen can just fill those, but that is important because it prevents like rodents basically coming into our attic, and I need to do that before we finally put gutters on this house. Next, we need to add the ceiling to the pergola, and then I think at this point it'll be well over a month, and we can start painting the pergola. So those are all kind of just like minor things, but the one thing that the inspector did tell us that we have been preparing for are changing our pipes for the entire house. We had some plumbers come and look at it. They said that we still have a couple, like, we're not in a rush to change the pipes, but we do need to start saving for the pipes, because out of everything, this will probably be the most expensive expense left, the biggest expense. He did give me a quote of I think like $6,000 for the whole house, so we need to start saving for that. But again, I think we have a couple months, as long as we get that done before it gets really cold, because if you remember, Texas has been known to freeze, so we want to just make sure the pipes are nice and new before the next freeze. So we have a couple months for that, but we need to start saving because it is a large expense. Paint the kitchen doors and then replace the hardware, so maybe that's something I can do when I'm back from LA. And then check out to see if the insulation in the house is good. Eventually we'll get to the dining room, and then I'm honestly still thinking about whether or not I want to kind of dig into the bathroom, since we have been noticing a lot of things with the previous owner's renovations that we've had to fix. I am worried, since he completely renovated the bathroom, that things were done properly. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Do I like start digging around, or do I just like not touch it unless something happens? Because there is that shiplap in the bathroom, and when we removed the shiplap from the living room, that's when we discovered the electrical issue. So it's like, do I just wait until something happens, or do I like dig to find a problem, or do I dig to make sure there's not a problem? That's what, like, I'm not really sure. There are a lot of easy things we can start doing again once our paychecks become more consistent and we have a good cash flow again. But the main thing that we do need to save up for is the replacing of the galvanized pipes. In the last video, you did give me some recommendations about figuring out, I guess there's like an energy audit that I can get done. I guess Houston is also offering a lot of rebates to make things more energy efficient. So maybe that is also something I need to prioritize. We had a stressful week last week. It was pretty calm this week. I'm gonna go to LA, so that's another week of stress-freeness, and then hopefully we'll come back and the AC is still working and we can take a few strides forward within the next couple weeks. Okay, that's all.